We're back. We're back with Star Rail. I don't want to play Wukong tonight. I am taking a small break. One, because I'm about halfway through the game. Two, because, man, it's now the week again, and I've got work. And that game's a little too stressful for me to be playing for the next few hours. So, we're gonna finally do the new, I say new, the most recent Star Rail story, which I think I'm just a week or two late on. I have just, of course, been doing dailies and playing the game on my own. And then today, let's see, which one's the one? Is it Frank? Yeah. Here we go. Nope, not that. Today. Oh, not that. Dag nabbit, why can't I can't buttons? Here we go. I did it. We finally got her. We did get Fei Xiao. I did get, I think, 4 Lucas and 2 Astas on the way there, and not a single Mosa. So he still hasn't come home yet, but Fei Xiao has. So that's what we're dealing with right now. I'm like 10 away from my next pull. We're gonna. I might do Yun Li's story first. We'll see. But I will be actually playing with this team because it's not one of the like recommended ones I've seen online, but they do recommend March 7th because she does follow-ups, and Fei Xiao does her follow-ups. Our boy Aventurine is a great tank and also does follow-ups, and then Bronya can let Fei Xiao act more. So I figure it's not too bad. So is what we're going with. And now, it feels good. It feels good to have another meta character. Yeah, of course I don't have the one. So I got her. I got Fei Xiao. I have Black Swan. I have Kafka. I do not have Robin, who's the one that pairs with Fei Xiao. So I am gonna switch to this banner now, and see if I can pull her. And even if I don't, maybe Mosa will come home at some point. Please. But yeah, for now, let's do the Yun Li story. Let's see what's up with that, and then we'll do the current plot. And then if we have time, I can do the event.
Since March started
We'll see.
swordplay from Yan Cheng and Yun Li, her voice has been absent on
Turn
these
this up.
press.
To like 85. There we go.
I wonder how well she's progressing. Where has she been these days?
How is the audio? Might be a bit low. We'll see. Oh, hi. How's it going, friend? Why is that? Just fight? Fight maybe? Oh boy. Did you try messaging her? Like, I assume you have. Okay, yeah. Her legal guardian. So, I mean, kind of, but not really. Legally, no. Dan Heng should probably be everyone's legal guardian, because... Is he technically the oldest? Depends on wealth, I guess. Too many names. Don't care. Not a sword. Alright, so this does take place before the event. Your child's behavior. Oh boy. This will go great. This is gonna go wonderfully. Well, I said arm alley though. So, okay. Let's start here. I'm not tracking it apparently, so we'll find her. Find her somehow. But it's, man, it's so I've been playing this Zenless and FGO. I need to catch up on the current FGO event, so I'll probably be grinding out of the next few days. But this game and Zenless are currently just in like a daily. They're in daily mode, which is like, I log in, make sure I use stamina, but nothing like crazy going on right now. So it's nice to actually have some content and actually pull one of the 5 stars again. been a good day. It's been a good day. Now, we track this. Yeah, I'm getting 100 just for this. That's a free pull. And of course, she was like at the other entrance. Could have been quicker, but what you gonna do?
Let's say
I really hope that can. I doubt it. I doubt it destroys barrels. But I really wish it did, because I don't have anyone for that like adventure minigame in the universe. It's tough. You're so small. My goodness.
I was looking around before you got here.
Small child, big sword.
But March 7th is nowhere to be found.
There's the audio. So stop looking.
Forget it. Let's just assume she successfully skipped class.
For some reason, I doubt that.
Actually, she's been quite diligent in her swordplay practice and hasn't taken many breaks lately. Besides, I used to skip classes even more than her back
Tough.
when I was still learning. If I was in the mood, I could train for 3 days straight.
No one could find me,
If
ever.
I wasn't in the mood, none of my seniors could find me.
Undetectable. Read that on the button.
I can understand where she's coming from.
I also was just reminded today that Fate Stay Night's visual novel is on Steam. So that got wishlisted as soon as I remembered. I was gonna wait for it to maybe be on sale, because I never did finish reading it. I've watched everything. Didn't actually finish all the routes. So I might have to go back and do that. Or just own it, because it's a piece of history. Sorry, what was maybe thinking of that was just it's time for the visual novel mode where I just sit back and just listen to it. Learned it from her master.
Don't make excuses for her.
Boo.
Since you're here, let me treat you to some tasty food. I'm more interested in you today.
I mean, no, like I would absolutely, that would be sick.
Let's
Like
walk
what?
and talk.
Oh.
Chad told me there's tasty food in Aru Valley. Let's
I
go
thought she
there.
said chat told me. For some reason I didn't hear the first part of that. Chat told me? Huh? What do you mean?
A table for two, please.
All right, come on in. What would you like?
Well, we'll have one of everything on the menu.
Bold.
The entire menu?
Yes. Correct, madam.
Do you think it'll be enough?
Yes. Yeah, she's worried we're not gonna eat all of it, you crazy person.
Oh, don't worry. There are two of us.
Oh boy. Very dumb.
Well, then I'll start making a few dishes, and if you need more, just let me know.
But
Thank you.
imagine being that hungry and having that much food. Oh, hi. One second. Sweet Bob? Sweet Ben? I'm good. Oh boy. Quick question. Let's see. What's a good one? I guess, well, let's just start with how you doing today? Partially because that's just a nice way to, you know, greet people, and also too, I want to see if you respond. Frankly, I'm curious. There we go. Because I would love to talk if you want to hang out, but like having your first message be self-promotion, it's not the best starting move. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna delete just the first message. Welcome to the stream. I just don't want plus 18 content just to be on stream the entire time. So I'm just gonna remove this one. Basically reset chat. And we can talk if you'd like. Like, we can hang out. I'd love to hang out and talk. But, you know, just maybe don't immediately self-promote. Please. But how was your day? As I was saying, I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Now. Are you sure we don't need to look for her?
No,
Like,
I've thought about it.
aww.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
not too much, actually.
maybe. Don't worry about
Grandpa
it.
said to never be stingy when it comes to making friends. So, how big is your appetite?
I mean, neither of these. I feel like I hit a pretty normal amount, but... Traveler? You're not Traveler. The Trailblazer? The Bottomless Pit.
Then eat to your heart's content.
So,
Well,
what's
to
wrong?
be more
What's happening?
precise, I'm interested in your sword.
I don't have a sword.
Yan Qing mentioned
But
it
okay.
before. He said that you're not to be underestimated, and that your
Oh,
weapon
do
has
they
a
not know what
unique
bats
shape.
are? Is that a
So
cultural thing?
I've
What?
always been curious about your sword. How the weight is distributed, what material it's made of, whether it contains any special ingenia,
Bonk.
and what kind of
That's...
sword techniques you
The
use.
sword technique is overhead bonk. Oh boy. It's a baseball bat.
Seriously?
Yes. Still curious?
Yeah, now more than ever.
Well, that's good. Yeah, hero's trusted companion. Oh boy. I am curious about the bat, because it was just laying there in the space station, but it looks
It really
sick.
is a baseball bat. Grandpa said that a sword doesn't have to be constrained by its shape, so, in a sense, your bat is a sword
Blunt?
too. He also said
Very
that a weapon
blunt.
mimics its master, so your bat actually reflects your habits and nature. Let me guess. You're someone who doesn't follow the
I always follow the rules.
Oh, really? I've come across
Totally.
so many sword wielders who acted all righteous and moral, but were really just liars. Their swords always told the truth, though. They told me that I've hunted
One
down
of those.
hundreds of swords
Oh,
like
boy.
this so far. And every
Don't
single
take my
one
bat.
of them. Yes, but only for those who cross the line.
No, we.
Hunting
What's
their
the?
swords is my way of
What's the name?
protecting
Is it
those weapons.
Kakurabachi?
But
I started
just
reading it
looking at a sword
a few
is
of the
not
nights
enough.
ago.
Grandpa always says, words
It's
and
pretty good.
expressions can be
It's kind of similar
deceiving,
to that, I guess.
but in a fight
Although I
to
don't know
the
what he
death,
does with the swords.
a sword's movements never lie. The war dance is just around the corner. You'll be participating, right?
Yes.
Miss Yoon Lee, for talented swordmasters like you, the war dance is a perfect opportunity to show off your skills
Oh, boy.
and make a name for yourself.
This feels like a trap.
But for people like her who have already made significant contributions to the scene,
Oh no, y'all are cool. Y'all are being
they
nice.
don't need to
Thank
prove
you.
themselves in the war dance stage.
Thank you very much. No need to
It has been a
Don't need to
while,
brag.
Miss Nameless.
And
say my name.
you
How
are...
dare you? Ah. Thanks for reminding me,
Thank you
game.
for your
I
introduction,
did not remember.
Miss Nameless. I'm Shi Kuei, and
That still
I work
doesn't
in the
sound right.
Palace of Astrum as the secretary for the Helmmaster. I apologize for interrupting your conversation. I happened to hear you discussing the war dance.
Yes.
And since this person is an old acquaintance, I thought I'd come and say hello.
It can be really clunky sometimes. Like, you could have just said, oh, since she's an old acquaintance, instead it's this individual. I don't know.
Yes, with the war dance approaching, many guests
I guess it
from
keeps it
afar
neutral.
are pouring
Kept it
in.
neutral.
Mr. Pavo here is one of them.
Pavo?
He's from the distant planet Kalevala. Mr. Pavo's planet recently joined the Pan-Cosmic Trade System. He brought his delegation here this time, not only for business, but also to return something.
Miss Shikwe, the word gift is perhaps more fitting than return. While it did once belong to the Xianzhou, we faced many tribulations.
I apologize for my poor choice of words. Mr. Pavo's
So,
delegation brought a
how
legendary Xianzhou sword
fitting?
that had been lost for
Coincidental?
centuries. General Huayan plans to personally thank them at the Palace of Astrum and present the sword as a prize to the champion of the war dance. Mr. Pavo and I were actually on our
Oh,
way
wait, so
there.
they're the... I thought they, like, made the
Since
sword
you
for
two
this.
were talking
Huh.
so enthusiastically about the war dance, maybe you'd be interested in joining.
Okay. Optional. Yes, please.
Nice to meet you both. The journey to the Xianzhou Laofu wasn't an easy one, but the scenery here is worth it. Once the formalities at the Palace of Astrum are finished, I'll find a quiet spot on this street and plant a seedling. And then my mission will be complete.
That's not, like, isn't that like one of those things you're not supposed to do?
Is
Is bring possibly invasive species?
I couldn't be happier.
Or is he metaphorically gonna plant the seed?
Oh, you're interested in my home planet? Even though the trade route just opened, it still might take around 200 system hours to get there from Pier Point.
Rough?
But our planet, sure, it's a bit cold, food is a bit repetitive, and houses aren't as fancy as those on Pier Point, but that doesn't
you're
matter.
probably gonna get
We've
exploited,
discovered massive
so
supernium
sorry.
deposits, and
Sorry
we're
about
on the
that.
path to prosperity.
So the sword.
You mean the Mieka Kivesa? It's an incredible sword. That weapon helped the legendary
I'm
heroes
sure
of
Yonli will have nothing to say about it.
It
Oh
also
my.
has the power to choose monarchs. All the ancient kings of Kalevala received a sign from the sword.
So why are you giving it
showing their
away?
worth
What? That doesn't
According
make
to
sense.
tradition, each monarch would plunge the sword
Ah,
into a
that's
stone.
funny.
And only a hero recognized by. Well, those are just legends from the past. Well, times have changed. And now that we have a council in place, the idea of a sword crowning a king has become a joke. Besides, it wasn't a native of Kalevala who last pulled out the sword and recognized its connection to the Xianzhou ship.
Someone just stopped by and was like, "Hey, what's this?"
Well, the sword holds great historical significance for Kalevala. It doesn't truly belong to our world. The old-timers on council had a heated debate about whether to return the sword. They eventually that's the best possible outcome.
Huh. Okay.
Wonderful. It's an honor to have some.
Let's head to the Palace of Astrum together. Hmm?
Let's get it.
Right? Thanks to March 7th skipping class, we get to join in on the fun. Grandpa always asks me to go look at swords with him. But he hasn't said anything about this one. But
Oh boy.
now that we're invited, let's go and check it out.
Okay, now it does seem to actually be outside. All right.
A short respite, then time for the next fight.
Yay.
There you are. Come on, let's go to the ceremony.
Got it. I also honestly forget how long these usually are, so I'm not sure how long it'll take. It could be just a few more scenes. It could be just starting.
Please allow me to offer a sincere
Hi, Argenti.
compliment,
How's it
my
going?
lady. Your beauty is as pure as a snow-white iris.
New voice actor is doing good.
Well, if it isn't my dear friend, glad to meet you again.
I did like the old one.
Who is
The old
this
voice was very
weirdo?
good.
I mean,
Who's this
who is
freak?
this
It's like,
now?
I am Argenti, a member of the Knights of Beauty. I was invited as a part of the Kalevala delegation to escort the legendary Mieka Kivesa back to the Xianzhou. May I have the honor of knowing your name?
so far, can I? I cannot. Dang it. I was gonna turn off the
My
audio.
name is
What
In-game.
a beautiful name. I wonder if you have ever heard the holy name of the pure and flawless goddess Adrilla.
Oh,
I know,
you're
Argenti.
here,
I know.
Yuli.
Chill.
Didn't expect you to be so well informed.
Manners. Come on. You won't find another granddaughter as polite.
Are you his only granddaughter?
well-behaved, and-
Well, sorry for keeping you waiting, Mr. Pavo. Now,
Before the ceremony officially commences, I want to express my gratitude to the Knight Argenti.
Of course, he just happened by and just.
Thank
Whoa.
you for enlightening us about the sword's origin, and for escorting it here safely so that we may...
Sus.
On behalf of the
Don't trust him.
Kalevalan delegation, I, Pavel Kalistaya, am here to return the legendary Mieka Kivesa to the sea.
I'm truly grateful for Kalevala's noble act of returning the sword and for the Knight of Beauty's chivalry.
Nice.
Now, as we gather here on the Xianzhou Luofu, I officially welcome the sword back to its homeland. Mieka Kivesa. It's a fitting name for a sword with such a legendary past. I still remember the name engraved on this sword the day it was forged. Gu Yin. It was forged by Han Guang, a craftsman from the Zhu Ming's Flame Wheel Forge.
Wait. Hongguang?
Although its blade is worn and cracked, its essence remains as resilient as the Xianzhou Cloud Knights. All it needs is some repairs and polishing by the skilled craftsmen of the Artisanship Commission to regain its former glory. I've decided to entrust this sword, Gu Yin, to the Luofu Artisanship Commission for restoration. Furthermore, it will serve as the prize for the champion of the Luofu Wardance. This sword will be wielded against abominations to protect our homeland and live up to the mission of the Kalevalan delegation that returned it from so far away.
Thought I heard a noise at least.
Thank you, General. It is an honor for Kalevala.
Now, esteemed knight and delegation members, please head to the Artisanship Commission, where...
Oh boy.
No! This sword was forged by Hongguang.
Yun Li!
So what I just
These
say?
esteemed guests have brought back your father's work. Where are your manners?
Chill the frick out, girl.
Oh, I didn't realize this sword was actually forged by your father.
Oh boy.
Turning it to its rightful owner is,
But give me that cursed sword right now. I'll melt
Oh,
away
boy.
the remnants of
There
that
it is.
man's curse once and for all.
Calm down. Just don't interrupt right now.
Don't be rude.
You can do that later.
Apologize to our esteemed guests from afar.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making a scene.
Oh boy.
But I
I'm
have
sorry
to melt
you
down
feel
this
like that.
cursed sword. I won't let it.
Oh boy.
Yun Li, please, go for now.
Like, wait until everyone leaves, and then talk to Grandpa about it. Oh my. Like, he would know it's cursed. Clearly there's a reason for whatever's going on.
This is exactly why I didn't want Yun Li to know about this. I didn't want to create trouble, but trouble found its way here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps it really is divine intervention. Could you, please, keep an eye on Yun Li for me?
Well, who knows how well that's gonna work. I mean, she's your granddaughter, I don't know. But yeah.
That is a tall order, but I'm counting on you. I apologize for the unfortunate interruption.
Unless I'm mistaken, Yun Li should be around here somewhere.
Follow the purple marker.
Nothing in this report makes sense.
The heck? Oh, there you are. You're so small. Aww.
Did Grandpa send you to look for me? I bet he did.
I mean, yeah. It'd be nice.
Just so you know, I'm here just waiting for the perfect moment to snatch that sword.
I'm gonna burn it, like, it's gonna happen.
Grandpa
Yeah,
sent
explain,
you here.
please.
Surely he doesn't want you to help me.
Yeah, do what I want.
Have you heard of cursed swords?
You were just talking about them.
That's...
It's a sword that's been cursed. Was it
You've
sacred
clearly
first?
heard a lot of folk tales. A cursed sword? Let's anyone, even a complete...
Where can I get one?
I'm not joking around. While a cursed sword grants instant abilities to its wielder, it comes at a cost. It's like continuously adding fuel to the forge. With each swing, the sword drains the wielder's blood and essence. Day by day, the fuel will run out, leaving nothing but an empty husk. Soon enough, he'll no longer be a person wielding a sword, but a mindless, killing machine, consumed by bloodlust and murderous thoughts.
Yeah, like a Heliobus.
So you're familiar with Heliobi. That makes this much easier to explain. There was a lunatic
There was an insane person.
swordsmith
His name was my
who
dad.
infused metal blades with Heliobi, as he was obsessed with turning weapons into living things. And this is how cursed swords were made. I know, I shouldn't have caused a scene at the sword gifting ceremony. But I've thought this through. If I don't make a fuss now, that cursed sword will cause a whole lot more trouble. So it's better if it's me causing the trouble. By the way,
Hey, at least she thought it
we're
through.
supposed to be taking
That
the
is good.
sword to the Artisanship Commission for repairs. Why haven't they come out yet? Any ideas?
Oh. Did someone pick it up
Looks like they're not
inside?
going to show up here. I'll just
swear.
head straight to the Artisanship Commission. It doesn't matter why Grandpa chose that sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands. I'll track down every single sword he forged and melt them down one after another. Just like I've been doing all these years. I have to go now.
Is she planning to sneak into the Artisanship Commission and steal that sword?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe I should keep an eye on her.
Yeah, you think? You think, Stel? You think that might be a good idea? Do the thing that we were told to do? Oh my.
The Artisanship Commission is so big. Where could she be?
Where'd she go?
Just a while ago, a girl came up to me, all fierce and demanding.
No idea who she is.
Yo,
If
she's
she really
panicked.
works here, how can she not know her way around?
Did she have a
Yeah,
massive
she
sword?
wasn't big at all. But that weapon of hers was pretty intimidating.
She was in a hurry, heading straight for the Artisanship Commission, and I didn't want to ask too many questions.
She said something like, "I'm a member of the
Where do you
Artisanship
keep your
Commission.
valuables?
Where do you keep your precious stuff?"
Why would you tell him that?
I got
Oh, well,
scared
the sword,
and pointed
yeah,
her
fair.
toward Master Gongshu's warehouse.
Wait, why did you give her directions?
Yeah, big sword.
Where else? Like I said, she was headed straight for the warehouse.
Yeah, that place is filled with Master Gong.
Oh boy. They have a wind weakness, don't they? By which I mean, I can use Space Shout, right? Pretty sure. Ah. Yeah, because it's enemy. No, it's when I use skills or it's the enemy's turn. We'll see. Listen.
What are you doing
Sure.
here? Look, if I get into trouble, it's my...
Oh wait, are you gonna actually end up in the party? You would replace Face Shout. Dagnabbit. I said I'd keep an eye on you.
Let's smash these metal...
Get him. No, we do get to use the team. Let's go. Alright, so you're gonna learn from her. We just need to use the one. Follow up, and then attack, and then follow up.
You'll pay for this.
If it comes to worse, I'll use the ult.
Hedge your bets.
These. And
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
And one last one. Heck. Alright, it didn't want to go through for some reason. Hit him. Woo! And another one. That combo's so much fun. It just never ends.
This battle is
And ult. Oh man. It's awesome. Oh, it's great. I've got enough, so hey, let's make it her turn again.
Fangs and
And then let's
claws
boost
got
crit.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Attack and crit damage boost. Oh hey, look. Crit. And follow up. And follow up. And follow up. And then another attack.
Watch your head.
I venture forth to hunt.
He's gonna get up and he'll activate the mode, so let's just kill him now. Why do you not want to... Left click does not want to go through. There we go.
I hit the mark.
Wow. Goodbye. And follow up. And follow up. And follow up. It's just so many attacks. Oh, it's awesome.
That was the last of them. Thank you for helping me out. This place is heavily guarded. But
Where's
there's
the
nothing but
swords?
automatons.
I want the swords.
Where is the arsenal? Seems like not even those craftsmen know where the arsenal is. At this rate,
You just
we
asked for
won't find
valuables,
anything.
alright?
And Grandpa might take... You're not really here to help me.
Ah, we're here to help.
You're
Do
here
whatever
to
the heck
stop
I feel
me,
like.
right?
It's not just
No.
your problem.
It's not. Grandpa made a promise to the delegation, and going back on his word would tarnish his reputation. Leaving that cursed sword here will also
so let
make
them drop
things
it off,
difficult for the lawful.
And then steal it later.
So all
Let
things
them leave,
considered,
and then go grab it.
the best outcome. You probably think I'm being
A little bit.
impulsive.
Just a little bit. You do have some
Hey!
self-awareness.
I'm not always like this. Look. I owe you I already told you about Guyan. The sword that was returned during the ceremony.
Okay, yes,
It's a
we knew
cursed
that
sword.
part.
With a helio
You did
blast
say,
inside.
oh yes, your father's sword.
And I rarely mention his name to anyone other than Grandpa. Maybe, like you said, I've been avoiding having to talk about him. But as long as my mission to hunt down cursed swords continues, it's impossible to avoid the topic forever. For some reason.
Oh, that's nice.
Honestly, I don't remember
Oh, I
much
guess
about
it's
him.
adorable. So much joy in her eyes.
All I know is that the Pyrogyre Forge used to be a bustling place,
Pyrogyre.
with people from all over coming to get one of his swords. I didn't catch all the details, but I do remember seeing him forge those amazing swords, while the visitors watched with smiles on their faces. The swords crafted by the Pyrogyre Forge are famed across the stars. They possess exceptional sharpness and invincibility. With these legendary weapons, even ordinary people can become skilled warriors, capable of overcoming the most formidable opponents. But then, he became obsessed with becoming a famed swordsmith.
It sounds like he
started
was.
crossing all sorts of lines. He forged cursed swords that should never exist. And all those people who desired those twisted swords started flooding into the palace. However, just like Grandpa said,
Those who live by the sword
Those who
will die by
excel
the
with the
sword.
sword will eventually suffer by it.
Oh.
The palace was overrun with visitors from afar.
Did
Some
that?
left empty-handed. Others got swords that didn't fulfill their desires. And some even resorted to stealing. And in the midst of all the chaos my father created, he ended up being stabbed by one of the swords he forged.
This child can fit so much trauma in it. Oh my goodness.
It was so sudden and unexpected. I was frozen in place, unable to move. It was only when my mother pushed me away from the deadly swing of the cursed sword that I managed to escape. I don't remember much after that, except for the pounding of my heart and the sound of my own gasps of breath. My tears wouldn't stop, and I couldn't see anything. I kept gasping for air until I collapsed in a pool of blood.
Lordy.
If General Huayan hadn't arrived in time, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you now. After that, General Huayan took me in and treated me like his own granddaughter. To me, he is 100 times better than my sinful father. He taught me forging and swordsmanship. Han Guang paid for his sins, but his troubled legacy must not go unchecked. According to the records, he forged a total of 1,382 Heliobus cursed swords, and 182 of them had unique designs. When I joined the Pyrogyre Forge for training, I made a vow to hunt down all those cursed swords. So far, I found 312 of them, and Guyan will be my 313th. Like all the other cursed swords, I'll separate it from the Heliobus. Then, I'll melt it down and make it part of the Blade of Forged Remnants.
Is that the massive freaking one? The big
I've
boy
said my
sword?
piece now. Even though it'll be tough for Grandpa.
You should still probably talk to him about it. Like, again, I think he knows about, like, he seems to know some stuff about this sword, so there might be more information.
You're saying, even though no matter how I think about it, something is definitely off.
I mean, what if it's just one of the
Grandpa
old
didn't tell me
swords?
anything
That,
about
like,
the
wasn't
ceremony.
a Heliobus. It's just a
He must be
normal
hiding
sword.
something. Besides, after our argument today, you want me to go back and talk to him now?
You got to at some point.
Somehow, after talking to you, I feel like
You've been
I've
talking
cooled
at
off a
me,
bit.
to be clear.
Well, I'll have an honest conversation with Grandpa
Well, I
tomorrow.
guess we responded a little bit.
And I won't take any action against Guyan until he gives me his reasons.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway,
Exactly.
thank you.
I should go back to the Palace of Astrum and tell General Huayan what happened at the Artisanship Commission.
Wait, so I just want to check real quick. Have I gotten any since then? Nope. Alright. Just gotta finish it up. So I assume it's either going to be we get back here and we learn whatever the important thing is and that's the end, or the true problem arises and then we go deal with that. So I don't imagine there will be too much more. Hello.
My granddaughter didn't cause any trouble, did she?
Fei Xiao got to have fun, so it's all good.
Sorry for all this trouble. Yun Li told you quite a bit. Now it's time for this old man to tell my side of the
Yes,
story.
please.
Han Guang was my beloved disciple. However, talent can sometimes be a curse. He had an unusual fervor for forging, and he dreamed of forging a sword with self-awareness that surpassed that of humans. According
I mean,
to
it
him,
would work.
while weapons of mass destruction like dooming flames and alchemical arrows can destroy many enemies, true victory lies with soldiers who fearlessly fight. Usually, Xianzhou swordsmiths infuse a basic level of awareness into their swords to make them easier to wield. But even then, soldiers need to experience countless battles to overcome fear and sharpen their instincts. So, by infusing Heliobi into swords, he managed to forge weapons that could grant their wielders strength and valor, and even make decisions for them. After countless battles, all the anger, fear, and bloodlust are soaked up by the Heliobi within the swords. No matter how noble Hongguang's intentions were, those weapons, soaked in blood, turned into cursed swords eventually. Later, Outworlders got wind of what he was doing and encouraged him to keep forging cursed swords.
Do it again, do it again.
They came up with all sorts of reasons, and you know what happened next. That massacre took her parents' lives. Yes. I don't want her to spend her whole life trapped under her father's shadow. She doesn't deserve to carry the weight of his mistakes. Despite her vow to hunt down and wipe out all cursed swords, fulfilling that vow requires immense effort. Traversing the starry seas in search of the swords is like finding a needle in a haystack. And to reclaim those swords, she has to duel the bloodthirsty wielders, teetering on the edge of life and death. She has taken back over 300 cursed swords, and has suffered the same number of fatal wounds.
Dang.
I took her in to give her a chance at a normal childhood, not to send her on a sword-hunting journey. Even if she manages to melt down all the cursed swords one day, what will she do with her life after?
Yes, like, is that one of
is
them?
Indeed one of the cursed swords forged by Hongguang. Very few swordsmiths could use Heliobi as forging material, and Hongguang was one of them. His attempt came at a terrible cost. I thought this sword could be an opportunity. I wanted to tell her that her father wasn't all evil, that even the man she resents so much managed to forge a true sword of heroes. I also wanted to find a chance to tell her about the history and origin of this sword, but not during the ceremony. As you saw, it wasn't a good time.
It didn't work out.
I've instructed the Artisanship Commission to keep the sword safe in the arsenal. If you have any doubts, feel free to
Nice. Don't give it to the small child. To chat or kidnap. So, what's the situation? Am I in trouble, or...? I get it, buddy. I'm sorry. I want an explanation.
Since my granddaughter mentioned talking to me tomorrow, I'll be waiting for her. By the way, you watching?
That's a little creepy. Let's go totally exhausted.
Time to go back and find that class-skipping March 7th.
I swear March just ends up having the sword on her. It's like, huh? What do you mean? Oh, just leave? Oh boy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, did she steal it yet? I love this song. What's wrong with the sword?
I'll be waiting till we make it
Oh boy.
to celebrate.
Told him to be careful.
I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh.
I have a feeling though it wasn't her this time. I feel like it's gonna be, oh no, she totally did it. No, she didn't. She's actually trying to find the person, and she was right all along. I can see it. I can see it already. Oh, there she is.
All right, everyone is here.
Yoon Lee.
Yeah? But
She said she would.
Unfortunately, official Doc, if we don't recover the sword, we will be breaking.
Yes. It's my duty to thoroughly investigate the case. Even though Yoon Lee is firm in her...
after everything.
Just let me burn it. Just keep quiet for now.
In this
Right to
case
remain
of
silent and all
Yoon's
that.
theft, everyone involved seems suspicious to some extent. First, during the sword gifting ceremony, Yoon Lee openly expressed her intention to steal the sword. The Realm Keeping Commission inspected the arsenal where Gu Yun was stored, and there were no signs of forced entry through the doors or windows.
Okay. Murder mystery.
The box containing Gu Yun was opened, and the sword went missing.
You knew about it?
I do know.
Exactly. So, besides the ceremony participants,
Argent. It would be funny. It would be interesting if it was Argenti that stole it and we have to fight Argenti. He's like the final boss for this. Someone from the delegation?
in that case, why would they
Does it show
return
good
it to the
faith?
Xianzhou in the
They're hoping to
first
sneak
place?
off with it anyway? They said it was unanimous.
That makes sense. The delegation led... Argenti? Oh, you might not know, but he's the one who recognized the sword's origin on Caliban. So, he wouldn't have gone through all that trouble. Master Gongshu checked the work records, and I questioned all the craftsmen. And...
Did I do it? No.
I can prove that she came to me after leaving the Artisanship Commission. So,
to put it simply, not everyone who's seen the sword has been to the Artisanship Commission. Not everyone who might want the sword has seen it.
Well.
Fair enough.
I'll fight you, though.
I didn't steal the sword.
Well, when you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however...
Okay, but there's a bunch of possibilities. Just that it's not as obvious. Yeah, it's not the only possibility.
Let me gather my thoughts. I need to help Yoon Lee clear her name.
Sword.
Did we miss?
Lock. Okay, so someone who knew how to open it.
The thief took this.
Huh. Argenti, I swear.
Why is this flower petal inside?
Take nap at Argenti. Well, we might be fighting him. Or that was placed there in order to, like, frame him.
You found any clues? Alright. Come back to me when you're ready.
Fair enough. The Kafka posters are still up. Hey, Pablo.
You could have thought that the Mieka Kivesa would be stolen, and that the prime suspect is General Huayan's granddaughter? Regardless, we've accomplished our mission. And now it's the Xianzhou's.
Not our problem anymore.
By the way...
Contains an evil spirit.
That's enough, young lady. Let me get something straight.
Yeah, we'll
the first
do that.
master of the Mieka Kivesa slew countless demons, and then the monarchs would heed the guidance of the hero spirits within the sword. What is, Helio?
Oh yeah, so you don't know what the
What?
freak you're talking about. Crazy. Shut your mouth, maybe.
The point is that the Mieka Kivesa did help the ancestors of Kalevala build a strong foundation. It's definitely not a cursed sword.
Both of these things can be true.
I don't want to make things difficult for a if I can find that cursed sword.
It would make it look like you did steal it.
There's something else bothering me. Why would the thief take... Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know. You can hide a sword on you easier, I guess, than a giant box. But depends on the sword, though.
Yes, I received your message here, but when I went back this morning, all that was left... However, as the Master Artisan of the Artisanship Commission... Wait, no. I just remembered.
Alright, that was Yunli. Don't worry about that. So it was stolen after he checked on it, so sometime in the night.
Yunli says she didn't steal this, but I know well that Yunli can be impulsive. You were with Yunli yesterday, young lady?
Did she ever talk to you?
No, she was still mad at me, so she didn't. After the ceremony, Argenti carried the sword case. Together with the delegation, they were escorted by the Cloud Knights to the Artisanship Commission. I'm counting on you then.
I mean, I feel like the only piece we really have is it's the lock and the rose petal. And that, at least the rose petal, points to Argenti. What did the boy doing? She didn't do it.
100% sure.
Yeah, it's debate time. Let's go.
Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission. It was Miss Yun Li.
Well, I mean, according to Gongshu, he checked after that, right? After I reminded him to keep it safe. So, like, it could have been someone else. I guess we'll keep going for now.
Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission, trying to take away Gu Yun.
I did stop her, yes.
After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone.
Okay, it's speculation.
We haven't found any other suspects or evidence.
Can I prove?
Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission.
Your statement isn't quite accurate.
True.
Oh, why did
they
it
all
me
left
okay.
after delivering the sword.
Argenti was there, yes.
And the craftsman overseeing the handover confirmed that they couldn't have left. We looked into it as well. Before Gu Yun was handed over, the Psycrane at the entrance of the Artisanship Commission captured you leaving. But there's no record
well that's
of Miss
important.
Yun Li leaving.
Why would I dare leave through the main entrance?
Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission. And that was Miss Yun Li.
Is it just straight this?
Take your time.
Okay.
Throughout the entire
I mean,
incident, there was only
that one
one
point just said,
suspect.
hey,
Miss
this
Yun
is
Li caused a
Argenti's,
ruckus
it was
at the
inside the box.
Artisanship Commission, trying to...
What Dahao said seems right. Exactly. So at least Yun Li didn't steal the sword.
If your testimony is reliable.
Wow, tough.
Miss Yun Li caused a ruckus at the Artisanship after bidding fair.
After Yun Li and I went our separate ways, and much later, Master Gongshu told me the sword was confirmed. Can I prove?
After bidding farewell to you, Yun Li pretended to leave, but
Can we
snuck
just
into
present the
arsenal
testimony,
alone
like...
and stole Gu Yun. Wait, you messaged Master Gongshu? I had no idea. However, it only proves the sword. After bidding farewell to you, Yun Li pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone. We haven't found any other signs.
Looks like you're missing some crucial...
There are no signs of the arsenal being broken into, so...
No, The fact that there are no signs of a break-in is suspicious, and it's which piece of evidence should I?
We haven't found any other suspects or
The
evidence.
intact lock.
I carefully examined the lock
What does that mean?
Someone knew how to open it.
as to why the case was never locked in the first place. Only the people who delivered
Oh,
it to the
I guess,
Artisanship
or it could
Commission
be,
would know.
Someone who knows how to unlock it.
Plus, I found something else. Which piece of evidence should I?
We haven't found any other suspects or
Rose
evidence.
petal. Your
I
boy.
found this in the crevice at the.
How did you miss that? It's bright red. Like a whole different red from the rest of it.
I don't know, but I do know that wherever that night of.
My thoughts are a mess.
Hello, Mimi Charles. How's it going?
Sort them out.
Doing the Star Rail
The
story.
sword case was never locked.
I'm doing well, thank
which is
you.
evidence that
How
only
you
someone
doing?
who delivered the sword could have done that. And the rose petal was probably left behind by
Argenti
that
sus.
night of beauty.
That's where we're at right now.
But how did he manage to take the sword from the Artisanship Commission?
I don't know,
Why
man.
did he steal it after
Spirit in the
returning
sword?
it? And why would he leave that pet?
Ask
I know.
Argenti.
Guyon flew out of the case on its own. The Night of Beauty
Oh?
only unlocked.
Don't be ridiculous. How can a sword escape from a case on
Because
its own?
it's got a spirit in it. We've been over this, dude.
You've never
Oh,
seen
boy.
a flying sword before?
Oh, who's my favorite? Oh man.
I've only heard about the
Acheron's sick.
Miyako being able to fly in
Like,
legends. But even if
Oh,
it
so you've
could
heard
fly,
of this specific
the
sword
Night
flying
of
before,
Beauty
dude?
do this?
Brother, come on. You know, Acheron. I really like Acheron. She's cool.
Like I said,
Also, the connections
the
to
sword
other
contains a
Honkai
heliobus.
series is sick.
Argenti must have been under the control of the sword.
Yeah.
Maybe he was under its control even before you arrived on the Lofu.
That'd be tough.
Official Dahao.
Where is he? Kind of beat the crap out of him.
Let me see.
You got a favorite?
The docking location of Argenti's ship. The Wardance.
Let's go. We've got to.
Hi, Argenti. I see we're gonna be fighting soon. In which case, let's see. Which one is it? Is it last quest? Oh, T for team. There we go. Excuse me. Give it a second. And we're fighting Argenti. It's Firefly. It's time for Firefly. I mean, I just play basically whatever game I'm playing at the moment on stream. So like, I have a YouTube channel that's the same as this username, JMB53. It's got the VODs for all the stuff I have played while I've been streaming. I do like some Guilty Gear here and there. I've done like all the Resident Evil remakes and whatnot. Also, yeah, fair. The main character's fun. They're really cool. It's also very nice when we actually get to hear them talk. But yeah, I play all sorts of different games. Let's see. Right now, I'm working on Black Myth Wukong, Fate Samurai Remnant. Probably gonna play Astrobot once I'm done with Wukong.
Where to now?
That's just a wholesome heckin' game from what I've seen. So I'm looking forward to that one. And now, time to go fight the boy.
Please stay tuned.
Sound lingers.
Get ready, because this definitely won't end in a fight. How's it going, buddy? Oh, nice, thank you. But yeah, that's got the list of. You can basically see all the different games I've played through there. Oh. How you doing, buddy?
I've been waiting for you here for quite a while.
One moment. Get sushi. Oh.
Night of Beauty. You're the one who stole Guyon, right? Hand it over.
Dangerous?
Give.
In my humble opinion, the real danger is always the hand wielding the weapon. Please allow me to correct your statement. I never attempted to steal this weapon.
Bro,
As
the
a
armor's
Drillis
way
knight,
too shiny for
I've
that. What are you
sworn to
talking
live in
about?
Poverty.
What?
I agreed to assist Master Guyon in its escape from the Cienjo. As the person who pulled it from the stone monument,
I gotta help it. It's the
captivated
rule.
by its beauty, I must not let it down. I couldn't
What
stay in
time?
the
Sorry.
arsenal to
Finish
convince
chilling.
the craftsman, nor did I want to take the sword like a thief. That's why I left behind a small piece of evidence that pointed to my identity in the
He is
hope
still
of
our
an
identity.
open and honest conversation with you.
Whatever your reasons are, you're planning to take the cursed sword away from the Cienjo. Hand it over to me.
So I typically don't do thumbnails just because... Sorry, I was finishing chewing. I typically don't do thumbnails because I mostly just stream and play games for fun. So I haven't really done much like channel banners or customization and stuff like that. Because I like playing the games and hanging out on stream. The rest of the stuff is just extra. So I don't really haven't really bothered with like thumbnail design and whatnot. Maybe someday I'll go back and edit thumbnails, but for now I'm just chilling.
Back then, it was the beauty of Master Guyun that impressed me. So I willingly embarked on the journey to return the sword. But unfortunately, Master Guyun's homeland is no longer the ideal place for it to return to. As a knight of beauty, I must not abandon it halfway.
Oh no. He's completely captivated by the power of that cursed sword.
Nah, this is just Argenti.
The solution is right in your hand.
Bat.
Captivated? No, I am touched by Master Guyun's flawless beauty.
Okay, but that's what we call captivated, buddy.
To be honest, I'm confused why none of you can understand this sword. This is quite heartrending. I've already made up my mind to take Master Guyun away from the Cienjo.
That cursed sword has messed with your ability to think.
Fair lady, if you're intent on taking away this person, this sword that is under my protection,
Duel me.
Please engage me with a fair duel according to knightly etiquette. As a representative,
Well, like I said, that's. I'm just here to chill. Maybe someday.
I swear on the spirit of chivalry, in front of a Drilla the Beauty, that I will represent
your best,
Master
buddy.
if I win. You will allow Master Guyun to leave the Cienjo with me. Do you accept my challenge, Miss Yu?
Fine.
Now we're gonna have
Let's
her
see
the party.
whose desire is stronger. Your desire to take it away? Show me what you've got. Guyun to fight for victory?
Well, I know a thing or two about swordplay. In a proper duel like this, a
theme
knight
is
should
so
rely
good,
on the
too.
skills
Oh my
he's
goodness.
honed day and night.
You're a real weirdo.
Correct. I mean, if you want to like
Don't
show me
miss
the
the
artwork,
best
I
timing
can look
for an
at it,
attack.
but I'm not, like I said, it's just for fun. So I'm not really looking to commission artwork or anything right now. But yeah, for now.
Let's improvise.
Let's
The
love
mood
the
is set.
battle.
Just let the show begin.
And we'll get into follow-up.
I'm so burnt to ashes!
Step up, let's see.
Yeah, she's like perfect for this part. It's great.
There's more to life.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
You're fighting a gentleman. Put forth all your
So let's do this. Barrier. Simple attack.
In the mood for another.
This. Bam.
I will
Fire tanky. Bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah, same as the Twitch and the
Take your
channel as
positions.
well. And honestly, this music reminds me of FF13, if I'm being honest, which is not a complaint.
Step up,
Get
let's
that
see
back,
it.
which is gonna be tough. Shadow these so I can break them when I need to.
Eternal.
Put forth all
There it is.
The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Oh, she might still be dead.
Nice, like a good brew. Full-bodied and
Although, can he? I I can use the healer.
Indulge yourself!
Nice. Yeah, should probably do that. Oh, frick, I did it again.
Rise to the
Alright, we're okay though. I keep hitting Q when I mean to do E. Oh boy.
You're fighting a gentleman. Put forth all your might.
Hey, stop that. Let's stop though.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Settle in position.
Flesh.
Immediately gets a health back because of Gallagher. Your boy.
In the mood for another beating?
He's so
Take
cool.
your positions.
They're all so cool.
Dreams do come true.
Oh, this sizzle of pure. Let the duel commence.
There. Just go. Oh, I hope this is gonna be enough. Ah, frick. Of course it's not. Hey, hit us once.
Some value,
Just
I
the one?
suppose.
Man. Bring you. Ah, there we go.
Like
Thank you.
Burn to ashes!
Put forth all your
Get that all back.
might.
Yeah.
Step up, let's see ya.
Idiot. Oh my goodness, the music is so good.
How's
Back
this
up.
take?
Great teamwork.
Let's
Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
He was rough, I'm not gonna lie. Like, all that damage is gonna get us low constantly.
Indulge yourself!
But man, that feels good. That should be it. That's so much
I will
damage,
claim
dude.
victory for
Let's kill all of them.
myself.
Why not? This is fun.
For chivalry.
Argentine. Huh? Give me a second. There we go.
I've lost. But
Yes.
before I do that, I hope that you, as the winner,
Please be nice
might
to him.
have the mercy.
Please.
This sword has been cursed since the day it was forged.
Do what she says, Knight.
But
You've done so much for me already.
Oh.
Weary of fighting. I just want to share my past with you. After that, I'll leave my destiny in your hands. Are you afraid to witness my past, little girl?
Afraid? Well, you do have a different aura from other girls.
You feel different, but
You know best that a single touch won't.
just be careful.
Fine.
You got it.
Show me your past.
I hope we get like an actual cool cutscene for this. That'd be cool. But probably just text if I do soon. Had to guess.
It's already impossible to contact the main Cloud Knight forces. What awaits me will be a long and lonely war.
Follow me.
Oh. This sword's cool though.
It's so cold here. I didn't feel it when... You're indeed a masterpiece from the Xianzhou Juming. If you hadn't taken control of my body, I probably would have been decapitated in that fight.
Rough.
Quiet and stay alert. Boris and the Wolf Troopers never give up the hunt.
Hey, just relax a bit. It's been over 300 days since we were both stranded on this planet. The transmitter never rings, so I guess we can't count on that anymore. The people on this planet still use beasts to pull their carts. Obviously, there's no way they can help us fix the star skiff. Looks like we're stranded on this forsaken planet for the rest of our lives.
The rest of a Xianzhou native's life could be terribly long. Are you feeling any desperation? All by yourself in this hostile world?
Yeah, a bit. Perhaps.
When things get too rough for you to handle, just leave everything to me. No need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Oh, what a good sword.
Yeah, sure. If I really can't handle things anymore, I'll leave my body to you. But now is not that time.
Do you really think you can oppose an entire Borison army with your limited skills? What are you holding out for?
It's true that I'm stranded here, but it seems like that Borison pack is in the same boat. By the way, Guyan, do you know what a seed is? A seed may seem insignificant, but with careful cultivation and time, it can grow into a huge, unwavering tree. You said that the rest of a Xianzhou native's life could be terribly long. You're right. That's why I intend to plant a seed named Resistance here, and nurture it for the rest of my life. I want to show the people of this land how to defend themselves against those monsters.
No, because this is the other planet that the other guy's from.
In the eyes of those people.
So it'd be sick if it was like, hey, here's how Guerrilla got started.
You really think you can do it? Why not just give me control, and we can revel in the bloodbath together?
What was the memory I just saw?
It was a memory of me and a Cloud Knight, stranded on an unfamiliar planet. We crash-landed on a planet occupied by Borison. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
I can feel that it was a lonely war.
But it does look good, I gotta say. It's nice. Good stuff.
I'm alive. But all the young...
They died for you. They died because of your big promises. Promising to
this is getting sad, huh?
From the Borison. I tasted their despair before death.
We can't stay here.
Why? What's the point? You and your soul. This world is hopeless. You've seen their numbers, and you know their methods. And those commoners you've put your hopes in. They just kneeled down and worshiped the monsters, devoured you, beheaded one of the Beastmasters for their sake. But they turned on you.
I do. I remember my first death. But I also remember that if it weren't for a brave youngster who risked his neck to reattach my head and give me a proper burial, I remember everything the people did for me. They left food. I think the rest of the Xianzhou native's life is still terribly long. And there will be new youngsters who will stand beside me in battle. Time is on our side.
You said it was a lonely war. No. It wasn't a war filled with loneliness, but with despair. So much despair that I don't want to ever taste it again.
It's like, I've been on the losing side of so many battles, man, I'm good. Like, I'm done. It's tough.
I'm leaving.
Where are you going, Your Highness?
I'm returning to my homeland.
But what should we do with you gone?
They won't, my child. You've wiped out the last of them. But before I go, I need you to do one thing for me. Even though the wolf demons are gone, new monsters will appear in this world. Soon, a demon will appear, donning golden branches and knowing only bloodshed.
Oh no.
However,
you're just gonna get Mars struck?
I'm entrusting you with this sword that's been with me in countless battles.
That's sad.
Use the skills I've taught you over
That's also a
years,
really cool
and
ending
you'll
of it.
surely defeat that last demon. But that's not all. you to construct a stone monument for me.
You lied to them.
Oh.
You promised that you'd give your body to me.
Yeah, too bad.
Well, this Xianzhou native's life. How about one last chance for revenge? Come,
it's like, yeah, but you get to
bid
fight
me
you now,
farewell.
so.
He had long since come to some understanding. I could sense a mix of intricate emotions flowing out. It wasn't bloodlust, or anger, or fear. What he had left for you was hope.
They've learned how to fight monsters. But there's still one last monster lingering in the world. Kill it, my old friend. He left me there without ever looking back.
Thank you, my old friend. Heliobi can taste human emotions. How do my emotions taste? My old friend.
A hint of bitter compassion and a touch of scalding courage. Your heart's deepest desire is to end war once and for all.
That's actually really cool.
Now, the war is finally over. Can you hear? Even though you can't hear me anymore, my old friend, I'll do everything I can to bring an end to all conflicts in this world.
So, this is the past of the Kalevalan people's Sword of Heroes? You helped the people of that world bring an end to war?
No, I did not. I am a weapon, and I only became the cause of more conflicts. Countless monarchs of Kalevala saw me as a symbol of kingship endowed by nature, and they waged wars in order to possess me. I grew tired of their wicked intentions. I didn't want to kill for anyone anymore. So I returned to the stone monument where my master was buried. And since then, no one was able to remove me from it.
But you allowed Argenti to take you away?
That boy is pure.
Because
That's
even
why.
after all this time,
Oh.
I still wanted my master to come home. During the sword gifting ceremony, I felt anguish when I learned that I would be handed over to the most skilled swordmaster and once again become a tool for killing. My master had engraved his deepest desire into my blade. End war. As a weapon, my purpose was predetermined from the start. I had to become a deadly sword that would relentlessly hack and kill. But once I fulfilled my mission, would I have the right to choose my own destiny like he did? So, I asked the Knight of Beauty to help me break free from this never-ending cycle of bloodshed.
These thousands of years have naturally turned into memories of mine. I think I understand the beauty the knight was talking about now.
I don't want to be a sword that brings death. My war ended long ago. The years spent as a tombstone were my finest.
Oh. This is a really good, like, mini story. This isn't even the main plot yet.
I've told you everything
really
about
good.
my experience with Master Guhian on Kalevala. And now...
Even though I had heard the legends of this sword from the delegation, delving into its memories was still fascinating. You...
That's why Grandpa hid it from me. So... I always thought a cursed sword infused with a heliobus would only bring rage and slaughter. I never thought someone could leave behind the desire to end war, and even change the nature of the cursed sword. My position was too extreme. I'm sorry.
Now that we've proven Miss Yunli's innocence and found the sword, should we now return
So,
it to
put
the
it in a
arsenal?
dark room forever?
No. I'm still going to melt down this sword.
Swords to
I
plowshares.
heard your true desires, Guyan.
But being a sword is my destiny. I'm doomed to serve some master and fight battles endlessly.
That's not true, Guyan. That nameless swordmaster shaped his own destiny. So you can too.
I just can't picture my destiny being anything other than that of a sword.
Do you remember when you stood alone in front of the swordmaster's stone monument? People admired you because you carried the memories of the hero. You are no longer a sword. You were a memorial.
Later, as I became worn and weathered, the gentle wind would pass through the hollows of my
Make him a flute.
body,
Do it.
creating melodic tones that echoed in the distant mountains.
Can a creation become what it wants to be? The answer is yes.
Something different.
But this is the price for the Wardance. If the Kalevalan delegation...
Why would they get something other than a sword?
My granddaughter has always been stubborn.
It's like, yeah, well, too bad.
What do you all think?
Let's ask the sword.
Fulfilling Master Guyan's wishes is the reason I came to the Cienjo. With the Driller's blessing, you...
Then, I'll leave it to you, Yunli.
Yeah.
It's been an honor getting to know you like this.
The honor is mine. Thank you, Yunli.
Ah, well, do we get to see what he was made into?
Why the long face, my child? You were completely determined when melting down the sword.
Grandpa,
It's
I
like,
melted down the
so I might
prize
be in
for
trouble.
the Wardance.
Oh? Am I hearing right?
Yeah, got him.
This little girl is worried about her grandpa.
If only I'd talked to you from the beginning, Grandpa. But at least Guyan got what it wanted. I have no regrets there.
When it comes to swords, you... So,
I mean, don't tell that to her.
planning to continue melting down the rest of Hongguang's swords?
Yeah. Guyan is you, but... maybe I'll try to be more patient next time.
Be more patient. Well said.
Understood.
Well, ever since you showed up at the ceremony,
There we go.
I had a hunch. So I prepared another sword.
That's perfect.
By the way, the ambassador from Kalevala and that knight went to...
Boop. Back we go. quick before we do that. Just gonna switch the team back again. Nope, that's the wrong one. It's number 3. And hope we run into some wind enemies.
Oh, General Huayan. What brings you here?
Well, my granddaughter was inspired by the heroic legends told by the Mieka Kivesa.
I come from a long line of Kalevalan monument keepers. Generations over the centuries, a golden tree sprouted from under the monument.
I mean, is that abundant stuff? Do we need to...
withered.
Do we need to worry about that?
Kalevalans, before leaving Kalevala, I took a branch from that gold.
That sounds good. We Xianzhou people don't...
The hero had asked our ancestors to carve. Well, the inscription is...
I have drifted far from my homeland and am on the brink of death.
Hell yeah, dude.
Should you feel compassion for me, kind traveler,
Aww.
please take a handful of soil hence and bring it back to the Lawfu. Mr. Pavo, I wonder if that hero ever left a name in your history.
I apologize. But the hero's epic battles happened long ago.
Nice. The Cloud Knight.
He did not. Welcome home, Cloud Knight.
Now, you can also rest here, Guyan.
Hell yeah, that was a really good side quest, not gonna lie. Sword and Stone, Soul and Sky. Let's grab the achievement. Oh, also. Boop. Daily check-in. Achieved. Is that a 5 or 10? A 5. Fair enough. And we can now do one pull. Let's pull on the Robin banner. And see if we can try to get her, and hopefully at some point Mosa. Please? My goodness, dude. Nope, none. Alright. Well, now we can continue the story. Nope. Continue over here. Oh, no, navigate. Right next to it. Bam.
Short respite, then time for the next fight.
Let's get it. How's it going on, Chings? How you doing? Oh, I forgot to mention earlier. I pulled Fei Xiao very recently, and then also this morning I did some pulls on the standard banner and got another copy of Welt. So he's at E1 now. Yeah, boy, we love him. Yeah, so the furries have escaped. So.
Seriously, when is this Wardance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Well,
is this how long-life species live? Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation.
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will send boarding notices to all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the...
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the Ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So, who are you betting on, Bardo?
Right behind you.
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting rich.
Wardance.
How's it going?
Here you are. I heard you and Mr. Dan Heng went to meet the judges.
Yeah.
And a riot broke out in the shackling prison.
A little bit.
I was so worried about you. Thank goodness you both made it out safe.
There was a revolt in the shackling prison. Fortunately, we were protected by the guards until the Cloud Knights arrived to rescue us.
So how's your day
I was
been?
planning to take Miss March and Yun Li to Stargazer Navalia to see the Sky Splitter up close. But we stumbled upon a group of suspicious. They were acting strange. So out of curiosity, we decided to follow them. It turns out they were actually Borisin disguised as Foxians.
Yeah.
It seems they infiltrated Stargazer Navalia in order to prepare for Hule's escape. And I wonder who provided them with those disguises. And how many more Borisin have taken advantage of the Wardance to infiltrate the ship.
It could be anyone, which is terrifying.
Yeah, I
heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them.
Oh, baby boy.
The security of the Lawfu is more important to me than anything else.
Do both. No.
I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight. Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate. The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break. Intending
said.
Oh.
You may be tiny in
Maybe
stature,
you may
but
be
your
just a
ambition
little
matches
guy.
that of the Yao Qing's warriors.
Hey, this has nothing to do with my height.
Poor boy. So, what's up? How you doing?
Yes.
You doing stuff
I
right now?
suggest
Like,
to Yan Qing that we
there's
find a
war.
place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a
point.
good appetite, even in the face of disaster.
Please
truly
finish
are
your
the
meal.
Merlin's Claw.
Please. We gotta
Well,
go.
That's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and...
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself? Ever since you encountered those Borison spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything.
I mean, shoot.
You can't take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hulei's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Zhao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, it'll be
Zhao Cho always
fine.
said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights.
It's my job to
and
be
I can't
anxious.
argue.
Stop that.
So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me. I've fought against Borison abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The Borison were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are staying in the shadows. They have no reason to rush out into the open. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more
Wait for them to make a
patient,
move.
biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow. Once Hulei loses his patience and reveals himself,
but when will that
Prepare
time
until
come?
then. For example, make sure you're eating
like I
enough.
said, it's only one meal away.
Cutscene? Oh, to another perspective.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations.
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight and oversee the Six Commission's affairs on the Lawfu.
What is the situation at the Shackling prison?
Hulei made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established
pulled
contact
that off a little
with
too
staff
well.
inside. The good news is the two nameless who were trapped in the Shackling prison are safe and sound.
Yeah, we're fine. Don't worry about it.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The Borison have likely taken him hostage. Don't worry, Yuko. Fei Shao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you...
I have no doubt about General Fei Shao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours.
This will get
The
interesting.
Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the contest. But now, with Hulei's whereabouts unknown...
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the Shackling prison is beyond formidable.
And we had to poison him just to keep him, like,
anything
from
goes
breaking
wrong.
out constantly.
So, Yun-Li, what do you think we should do?
Well, I believe...
Your plans...
I mean, the people that really needed to go on right now.
The first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the Wardance. If we declare martial, the second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Lawfu's 6 commissions. We've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the Wardance. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion,
That's
presumably.
tough. Yeah, don't worry, you got an ally. The enemy.
Discovery of Borison's spies at Stargazer and Avalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the lawful. If we declare martial law and postpone the Wardance,
yeah, just cause chaos.
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the lawful.
As if nothing has happened. Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone.
That's why I called the two of you.
Now March is the official leader of the Wardance.
Master Yun Li.
No, that's not the case.
General Hua Yan.
You caught on quickly, Miss March.
Wait, but
That's
actually
exactly
no? But why?
Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa.
Dear child, the nameless of the
I mean,
Astral
shoot, there's
Express
that.
are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate. We can't afford to have any problems during the Wardance. I'm entrusted. You come. Please explain to them.
Well, this is gonna go great. We put March in charge of a, like, war contest. We're screwed. We're all gonna die. Also, Linksha, huh? We should get to play as her now. That'll be interesting. Pretty sure she's the next one up, right? I think so. She's the next character on banner. 3 dual hours? Yeah. You could just say 6, dude. Just say 6 hours.
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the Shackling prison.
Borison infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on